I enjoy listening to On the Mic with Mike every day at 1 p.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike, the second hour. Yeah, that's right. We're here daily, 1 to 3. 2 to 3 is a new time slot for us as well. We're growing, so we'd just like to thank you for listening. This is the place where the game changers come to talk. Up next, we have Ebony Atkins of the Henrico Economic Development. Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing pretty good. So I'm out there looking around, and I come across that Henrico has help out there for business owners. Could you please let folks know what the relief fund is?
Yes, I would love to share more. First of all, thank you for having me. I'm happy to share this information, particularly because it's geared for those small businesses that may need some relief right now. So the Henrico Micro Enterprise Relief Fund is geared towards businesses with 5 employees or less, and it is a grant fund up to $10,000 for those businesses, particularly for individuals who are 80% or less of the area median income. So it's for middle to lower income business owners who don't have a lot of employees but have had to shell out some costs in response to the COVID in the quarantine and the issue that we're dealing with right now with the pandemic.
Alrighty, so you're looking for smaller businesses. What's the eligibility requirements?
So there are some eligibility requirements. I mentioned that median income. Also, these are micro enterprises, so they are for businesses that are 2 to 5 employees only. They must have been in operation since March 16th of 2019, so really a year prior to the pandemic occurred. And then there are some business type limitations, some exclusions there, businesses that only cater to or their primary goods are limited to persons 18 or older or 21 or older. Those are excluded. Fortune and palm readers, pyramid business structures, insurance companies. There is a list of ineligible businesses on the website, and you can get more information and also do the application there. So there are some limitations as to the type of business. One thing that has changed, so this program started in August. The Henrico County Community Development Block Grant gave $300,000 to LISC, which is a nonprofit organization, to help administer this program. Since then, they made a few changes so that the businesses are not restricted to those that have only a brick and mortar. We realize that there are some businesses like catering companies or contracting companies who don't need a physical location but may still be struggling as a result of COVID-19. So it is now open to companies who don't have that physical storefront.
So this is somehow connected with that list program for the summer?
Exactly. It's a partnership with LISC, Local Initiative Support Corporation, and they are the ones that are administering the funding and handling all of the applications. So if you went to virginialisc.org, you could get more information about the fund. The funding came from Henrico County Community Development Funds, but LISC is the one that's helping to administer the funds and take in the application.
So, what was the success rate? I wouldn't call it a success rate. What happens to folks who were turned down in the past? Can they reapply, or it's once and done?
They can reapply, especially because some of the restrictions have changed. I would encourage folks to reapply. You can only apply for one business. So I know there are folks that are, have multiple businesses and may have many business lines under one business name, but you can only apply for one business as a business owner.
So if I'm a dog walker, I watch kids, I'm a contractor, and I paint on the side. Don't come to you
Yes.
with all those asking.
You will not get $10,000 each of those businesses, unfortunately. But what we are encouraging folks to do is to look at the requirements online and really think about what would be the best fit for this program. So you say you are a contractor. You can apply for this program as a contractor. Now, you do have to have W-2 employees as your count of the 2 to 5 employees. You can't count the cost or payroll costs that you would have for contracted employees. But I would encourage folks, if you have multiple businesses, if you are a ultimate entrepreneur, take some time and just think about which business that you have that would be most beneficial for this program. Because what we're doing is we are helping to offset the cost that folks had to pay for PPE. If you had to buy masks, if you had to put up those clear shields at your registers, things like that. This is to help offset those sorts of costs. So it probably wouldn't help offset the cost of your dog leashes. If, folks are getting tired of their dog and they're calling you to come walk them.
Don't come to you asking for 10 grand is what you're saying.
Right. Not for that.
Okay.
Probably not.
So one of the things that jumped out, it says that a person has to have a valid Henrico County business license. Can you, do all businesses have to have that operating in Henrico?
That is a good question. Technically, yes, but not everyone renews their business license. So you can go renew your business license. You have to make sure that your paperwork is up to date because we want to make sure we are supporting Henrico-based companies since the funding comes from the county.
And so it's 5 employees and below. And you can count yourself, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You would count yourself, and your income would determine that. It's actually your household income would determine your eligibility. So there is a chart online, too, to show how much what's the limit or the cap for the income